We've got 60 people this year that's developed cancer. Aw. So maybe he's building up his medical practice. I don't know. Maybe he just likes... Of course, if he had been a good doctor, he probably wouldn't have been a governor. So maybe he wasn't a good doctor. Maybe he thinks he's helping the other doctors. Kind of like FERC's helping the other oil companies and gas companies. Maybe McAuliffe's just helping his fellow physicians get more business by poisoning Americans and their kids.
As I wrap up, I just want to ask, because I know, like, you guys didn't ask to be like the faces of this here, and now you're going on a bit of a tour this week for a couple days through the Commonwealth, because, you know, you said it the other day, now we got their attention. Might not know all the answers, but what could people do? Because this isn't only here. I mean, they're putting pipelines through communities all over the country. I just read about they're putting a pipeline right next to a daycare center out west. They're putting pipelines through farmland. They're putting pipelines through Big Bend region in Texas, all over the place. What if people are watching that want to help, that want to take action? What do you recommend them doing so that it doesn't get to the point where they have to climb up a tree? Or should everybody just go climb up a tree?
No, that seemed to be pretty effective.
I told one of my ground support, I said, you know, I am ready to put a tent on every orange stake out here, which was the pipeline. And she started tweeting it, and people were like, got my tent, getting ready, coming. And then the tweet went to my husband. And my husband tweets back, whoa, what the hell? And they're like, well, yeah, it's your wife's idea. And I'm like, let's fucking overwhelm them. Let's just put the public right in their way and let them just keep arresting us. Nobody make bail. Nobody gets bailed out. We'll just let the county take care of all of us. They can lock up half of Roanoke County. And let's see how that works out. Maybe MVP can pay for our meals in the jailhouse. Maybe they can build us a bigger jailhouse to put all these criminal people. That was one of the things that set me off every fucking day, was when they looked at me and went, you're trespassing. And I'm like, I on my property, you're trespassing. Well, you're breaking the law because you're trespassing. Oh God. Every time they said that, I'm like, I'm on my property. MVP has not given me a fucking dime. All they've done is steamroll over us like we were piss ants. And I was told from the get-go, Red, that's Goliath, and they're going to swat you away like a gnat. And I think if MVP would have had a chance to make my body disappear, they wouldn't have hesitated for a minute. Because with this kind of money on the line, they've killed for less. And I really am surprised that I'm alive. And I might not be much longer. They might actually get their wish if someone can get in here fast enough.
You don't seem like an easy person to get rid of. You got a little feistiness to you, so that's a good thing.
They're going to have to try a little hard. But that's a lot of money behind them. Do we have to start another revolution? Do we have to? Do we have to bear in arms to protect our water, life? Is that what this country's coming to? I mean, they've already divided the country so many ways. And Trump is such a fucking idiot. You know, this land is made up of so many cultures. So many cultures. And now they're trying to have everybody fighting everybody. Leave us alone. Quit taking people's land. Miner was telling me Abney Gap, that they had done all this stuff on Abney Gap, where they'd gone through with the blue and white stuff. Mm-hmm. And I drove down Callaway Road, and somebody's house, they had nice field in front of them, nice fence put up, and they had put the line of destruction not 5 feet from their front steps.
It's limits of disturbance, but that's the blue and white that she keeps mentioning are there's stakes in the ground that mark the limits of disturbance. It's wider than the pipeline itself because they need to be able to bring in the trucks and the equipment. So it's a huge swath of trees, but that's...
Yeah, it's right up on people's doorsteps.
Yep.
And why would these people, I guess they figure we're all idiots. All of my kids are college educated. Most people up here are professional people. I am the dumb one with just a little bit of college behind me. But they think just because you're not wealthy, they can walk all over you. I don't like being walked on. I don't like being pushed aside. I don't like being treated as we don't count. There's a lot of good people up here, and they've spent all their lives paying for the right to live up here. Now they're getting to they want to enjoy their fruits. And MVP is taking everything away from them with our government's blessing. You know, how would they like it if we just started drilling next to the White House? You know, let's take out their shrubbery and their lawns and put it right up next to their steps. Or let's go to where they lived before they lived in the White House. I'll bet there's no pipelines going through their yards. I'll bet they have a nice retirement. Towers, what's he care? He lives in a fucking tower. You know, wherever he goes, he lives in a tower. You know, let's do something to them like this. I bet it wouldn't happen. They wouldn't stand for it. They would change the laws quickly if it involved them going through what we're going through. But no, that'll never happen. But is the next thing that we have to import going to be water? The way they're going through our water and destroying it and poisoning it, is that what the next big fight's going to be over, is getting water that we can drink?
Well, I say it a lot, but there's a reason all these fancy hedge fund guys in New York, that's the number one investment right now, water. Because many people think that's what the next war will be over.
I think so too. I think we're going to be fighting over water. And I think it's going to kill a lot of people. And President Trump and Ralph Northam can just go ahead and they can wear that badge. You know, they can wear it. They will be known as the people that sunk America. Well, Northam and a few others, but Trump's going to be right there near the top. You know, and he's getting a lot of support from a lot of big companies. You know, the coal people didn't want to go back to work. They're like, coal ash, black lung. Come on, people. We did away with this. We could have good jobs in Roanoke with solar and wind power. But they don't want to do that. My trees they took down, you know what they're going to do with those? Same thing they're doing in Franklin County right now. Cut the tops off of it and have bonfires every night. They said if we would have signed an easement, that they would have pulled all these trees out and put them wherever we wanted them. But because we haven't signed an easement, they're going to come in here and destroy that good wood, which is worth money to a lot of people. That's nice veneer wood they dropped. But it's not important to them. They're a very wasteful company. You know, and my husband is a civil engineer, and he's like, they just dropped all those trees in their own way just to get them dropped. And the migratory birds, they sent 2 people with sticks almost jogging through the woods looking in the trees.
Nope. They looked at the ground.
To see if there were any nesting birds. And then the chainsaws followed them. So that was really efficient. They forgot to look on the ground at my whippoorwills that were nesting. So, you know, they're doing a bang-up job of, you know, keeping things right for the environment.